Now recording.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 8 of the AR Project, the best thing that'll ever happen to your Mondays. My name is Rob, and I am here with not one, but two of my co-hosts now. We liked the last podcast so much, we decided to get our two friends on to be the admin of the rest of it. Now I'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
What's up, guys? I mean, you know me, but yeah, Will and Sam. Sam couldn't make it tonight. Kind of sad, but we're joined with Will today, who was pretty adamant about joining, and we felt like we needed a third leg to stand on, even a fourth. So, what's up, Will?
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm happy to be here.
What's going on?
I'm excited to be a part of the crew.
Yeah, I like the ambiance you got going on.
Yeah, we got the matching colors going.
I know. Robert, where's your fucking bullet?
You know, I'll use the YouTube money that we're now gonna start getting now that we have a YouTube channel up. I'm gonna use that money to buy myself some LEDs.
Yeah, guys, YouTube channel is up. We got our first video up. We got episode 7 up and running. For the time being, it's Project ARG. So go check it out. Go drop a sub. And I don't want to sound like every YouTube asshole ever, but hit that bell because you'll be notified, and when our name changes, you won't have to look it up again. And yeah,
if you hit that bell, rumor has it you get superpowers. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'll leave that up to you to decide.
I thought that was staring at the sun, but
sun gazing, gazer.
So guys, what'd you do this week?
Quiet week in the beginning because I had classes and everything, but then once I got back from classes, I got back on Thursday and took a little vacation till Tuesday at home, so it was awfully fun to rest and recharge a little bit, and got to use a lot of PC, so I got to use a lot of recordings done that we can put up eventually. Got some gameplay, and we're getting more tonight, aren't we, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that Among Us, man. That was fun.
That Among Us was hilarious. I have both of them. I took a break in the middle, and then when we got the other kids on, then I put that one in. Unfortunately, Adam, when your Wi-Fi took the piss, we didn't get you on for the second half of it.
Oh, that's okay. I have the video of the first one we did.
Yeah, I have
the first few rounds we did.
And you know what this means now that we have more people involved, which means we have more angles for making videos, so they'll actually be really good instead of watching me struggle to play Among Us. Instead of watching me sell.
Play that. It's like you just move your mouse around.
Nah, it's because you know what I try to do in Among Us is like I sell myself too much, and for anybody that'll actually listen to us that plays Among Us with us, I'm selling myself again right now. I just try to lie my way out of the game. Like I'll just sit there just like yelling at people. I'll sit there yelling at people more than I will try to be strategic. I'll be like, "Yo, I saw you kill him. You killed him. Like, why'd you do that when I just sniped him?"
Yeah, that's why every game Rob just gets voted off. Or no, he gets iced. He gets iced first every game.
I know that everybody listening, I know if you play Among Us with the gang that you have that one person that gets snipped every single first round, and it's just a running like. Shut up.
No, Adam.
You guys call me out every single game.
You do it to yourself. I just get killed first round by casualty. Like we were, Adam. You weren't there for the second half. We were playing, and like I had just gotten killed the past like 4 first rounds, and then we're playing, and the game starts, and I'm walking in the hallway like from storage through comms. And I didn't know until he killed me that Will was the imposter, and Will was trying to. What were you trying to do? You're trying to sabotage, and you're just spamming it, and he just iced me.
I wasn't even trying to kill him. I clicked the wrong button. I'm trying to like sabotage something, and then I realized it's Rob. I'm like, oh man.
He DM'd me. He like Discord DM'd me. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, dude, it's fine. I don't care.
No, Adam has a great strategy, though. Yeah, literally, I was about to say, Adam has a great strategy. Every time he gets accused, he's just like, just vote me off. He's the king of throwing games. He's just like, just get me out of here.
I'm like, even if it's not me, I'm just get me out. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and argue, but just get me out.
The good majority of us are like, okay, you made it so easy. Like, fuck it. Like, let's just get
every time not me. I say, all right, just vote me out, just because I'm not gonna fight and defend my case when it's not me.
See, I'm writing my notes for. I know next time when you're imposter, I know what to look for now. So.
Well, now I know what to counter. So.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you do this week?
Got to hang out with my girlfriend a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, it's always fun. Watch some sports. That was definitely nice. There was some good action this weekend. Yeah, Lakers. I'm repping the Lakers.
I'm repping my Kobe Bryant Lakers
Bronny.
jersey. I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Kobe
Like a
Bryant
fucking
Lakers
rip
jersey.
Kobe.
Okay.
R.I.P. Kobe.
Rip Kobe.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
that was sad.
LeBron coming in clutch. Bronny's finally gonna get that beating, man. It's been time.
I'm saying, man. He better be hoping that he gets protected by Uncle JR because he's gonna get sent to the doom dimension if when LeBron gets home.
That's true.
I saw a funny tweet. I want to see if I can find it again. All the people get to see me surfing through Twitter, but you know, I think it was this guy that tweeted it. Yeah, and then I'll read it out. Oh, there it is. Let me share my screen on Discord now. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Bronny, you better go ahead and spark that last doobie. Your time is up. He has been
His time. Oh,
They're calling him out.
Adam, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the story very much, but LeBron's kid was hanging out with the boys, and he when LeBron had just beaten the Denver Nuggets in his series, he posted a video of him smoking, saying, "We're smoking on that Nuggets pack tonight," and so basically he posted him smoking on the internet, and LeBron's a good parent, so he obviously wasn't too thrilled that happened, and the internet tore him apart. It was like, yo, you about to get killed.
dude, if you're a celebrity of that status or related to someone of that status, like I don't know how you're not more careful with your social media. I mean, you can't be doing stuff
That's
like
what
that.
I'm saying. And he streams 2K, and so for those who aren't familiar with it, like he'll wager.
He's on FaZe Clan, isn't he? A part of FaZe Clan?
They made him a part of FaZe. They gave him his own chain, and he wagers, which is like
Does
you and a
FaZe do
friend
2K?
will put in like a big pot of money. No, FaZe doesn't do 2K, but like wagers, like when you and you play 2v2s, and then you and somebody else put in a big pot of money against another person. I've seen upwards of like 50K being put on 2s games, and you just play that shit out. And like having LeBron
Like
money,
VC or money?
money,
We're talking VC or money.
we're talking money.
Holy shit!
And it's like YouTubers and famous people, like
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me about that. And
Yeah.
I was like, people.
I told you about the
$1,000 on a
pyramid.
virtual basketball
I
game.
know. And there's this
Does Flight do that?
Flight. Yeah, Flight does that.
Like Flight
Flight
does
puts
that.
wagers in. Flight's the biggest clown in the YouTube scene, like all of YouTube. Actually, I don't know. That's a tough question because there's a lot of clowns on all of YouTube, but he might be up there.
Sure.
I just don't know how you can like wager $10,000
Try 50.
on like clicking a few buttons. 50,000.
Yeah, dude. Some people put up 50K on it. It's wild. And the thing is, like,
Imagine if they just invested that instead.
when you have big YouTube money like that, you have that to throw away.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's still a incredibly ridiculous amount of money, but like people, you could
Just like pissing money.
yeah, it's the people that you see show up with like a Lambo or a Tesla or like, you know, like when it's not just 2K, it's all YouTube, when like FaZe House and like when other people like buy houses, like
Yeah.
even if they rent them, they're still renting like mansions, like
Yeah.
that goes to show you that's some crazy stuff. But not gonna lie, the house that I'm manifesting, the big McMansion that I'm manifesting with all my friends, that's on its way.
You're manifesting a McMansion.
Yeah, sir.
That's dope.
I'm manifesting a FaZe house with all my friends, and now all I need is the profitable YouTube channel, and so far we have 2 subs.
Go.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
there. We're gonna make a living off screaming at a TV screen for about, I don't know, a couple hours.
Are they all your
Speaking of,
buddies from college? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Nah, we're in house here. Oh, my camera's acting up. There we go.
Yeah, mine does it all the time.
Yeah, it goes
I
out
was
of
just
focus, and I
gonna
gotta
say,
do jazz hands to the camera.
Speaking of screaming at a TV screen, I've been using the VR headset
Oh my
to
god, that's
to fucking play Phasmophobia in VR.
Oh
And-
shit!
I was playing, and like, all of a sudden I had like these hands wrapped around my face, and I literally like threw the controllers and started like bugged out. And my mom came in my room and she was like, "Are you good?"
No.
Because I literally knocked this chair over because it scared the shit out. Like, it feels like you're fucking like you wouldn't think so because like most of the VR games I play, like I know I'm in like a VR headset and you know, but for some reason like when you just have a fucking flashlight, that's all you have is a flashlight in this dark house. It's like, ugh.
Oh yeah,
Like I'm
I
sitting
literally
there
was.
and
I was playing
the ghost box was like behind you, so I turn around and I get fucking strangled.
I was literally
Jeez.
playing it, dude, and I was like, "Holy shit, I can't do this."
Oh yeah,
This is
Rob tried the VR.
Yeah, I tried. I was like, "No,
Love this thing.
impossible. No way in hell I'm doing that."
I should do the podcast in VR.
Imagine.
Oh, I could.
What is that? An Oculus like
It's
Quest?
a Quest. Yeah,
Nice.
they just released the
My
Quest
dream.
2.
Yeah, I've always wanted a VR headset. I've never used like a solid VR headset before.
Oh,
I've
you
always
gotta
used
come
those
over and
like
try
shitty
it,
ones
dude.
where you just put your phone in and then
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
got-
it becomes a fucking headset.
You gotta try
You have to
that.
try this one, dude. There's one like thing I do where like, do you know like the plank one? Like you're on like a skyscraper and there's like a fucking plank you have to walk
I
across.
think
Oh,
I've seen that. Yeah.
God, I tried
Robert
that.
couldn't
was
do that.
I
I couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
It's because the way you had it set up in your living room was like, Dion, you know, in his living room with the coffee table and the carpet.
Yeah.
At the end of the carpet was conveniently the end of the ledge too. So like, you felt the drop in the actual floor in the actual living room at the same time as the plank ending and the drop to the sky starting.
Yeah, for those who don't know, like you throw this headset on and then like you're in a city, you get in an elevator, you press the button, and it fucking takes you up the elevator, and then the elevator doors open and there's nothing but a fucking plank.
You're on like
And
the
you have to, like, walk
500th
across.
floor. You just
And it feels
what
so
are the-
fucking real.
What are like the controls? You have like the things in your hands and you just like move forward.
Where are they? These
it's
things
like
right
it's
here.
got like a joystick and a couple buttons. It's like a Wii nunchuck.
Okay.
Yeah. So just like you just hold it and there's
Have you
like so
played-
many fucking sick shooter games too.
Have you played Half-Life Alyx?
Not yet. I heard it was good though.
Yeah, apparently it's really good.
I almost got it on sale, but at the time my SSD was fried, so
Oof.
I couldn't. But I heard it's good. I want to sell this and get the Quest 2. Just because the resolution's better and shit. But
You're a big
It's not
specs
a bad
guy.
idea.
yeah.
You're a huge.
It's fun though, like still, because when you so there's this thing called Oculus Link. So this on itself, so like it doesn't need to be plugged in, and I'm not gonna replug it in because it will like fuck up the. But all you gotta do is like this. You don't even need like a wire or anything. Like you can just throw it on, and you don't need a computer. But then like if you want better graphics and like more games, you just plug it in and it runs off your computer. And, like that's how I do Phasmophobia, and
That's cool.
it's fucking scary, dude.
I can't imagine. Like I play scary games. And, like I don't have much of an issue playing scary games, but like there's, especially in VR, that just spooks the shit out of me. Like being in the situation's a lot different than sitting with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
But like
Oh yeah.
when I'm playing with a mouse and keyboard, I feel like I'm fucking what's his name, Penguin Zero Critical, where I'm just sitting there playing. I'm like, you startled me. Like
No,
oh.
no.
And then when I put the VR headset on, I literally like freak the fuck out. I'm like, yo,
Oh, Rob and I were playing Phasmophobia, what, last night, 2 nights ago?
something like that.
And, he fucking died, and I couldn't do it. Cause like you die.
Yeah.
So, I couldn't fucking do it. Like I literally had to leave the game.
I
I'm
literally
a fucking
died.
wimp when it comes to scary games.
I know, like we're trying to play like what were we trying to play Pacify or something
Pacify,
the
yeah.
first time. We're like, That was so funny, bro. I loved doing that. Those are so fun.
It's more of
And,
like the cheap jump scares that just fucking jump out at you.
you know, we got to finish now that we have extra help.
What?
What was the game we played? Stay Close.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's only 2 people though.
Is it only? Oh. That's tough. We'll eventually.
Is that is that a game in Phasmophobia? Is that what you're talking about?
No, like
No.
there's a
Or
second.
is that a different game?
That's a different
Different
game,
game.
but like
Okay,
it's,
okay.
it's equally as scary in my opinion. That game was spooky. Well, I'll show you clips of it after, but like, it was scary as fuck.
Have you guys ever played Alien Isolation?
Oh, I love that game.
Was that the one
That
that we were
game's
making
spooky.
jokes about? At
Yeah.
your house, yeah. Speaking of at your house, we eventually like this. I don't know if it's like winter or something. We should get the trap going, the setup room,
Oh yeah, yeah.
because that would
But
be
you're-
sick too.
Will probably doesn't know, but I don't know if you remember, Will, but like there's that extra room in my basement, and we were just gonna turn into a podcasting room, and like
That's
have us
sick.
all sit in the room and
Yeah,
have like
and
a
get the
camera.
round table and get the camera going and like set everything
Yeah.
up.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, and get
Yeah.
everybody going. That would be fun as hell. I would love to do that.
Dope setup.
Yeah, put some LEDs in there so we don't have to worry about putting them everywhere else.
Yeah, I can just bop.
Bop, bop. That's fun, but
Oh, shit.
we
I spilled
gotta.
my milk.
Oh no. Another thing that YouTube people will like to see and audio people will look at us like we got 10 heads. Like, what are they doing talking about spilt milk?
I feel bad for those who are watching on Spotify who can't see what we're talking about.
I
ever.
know. But that's what we've been saying for the past like 6 weeks, and we've only got one thing on YouTube, so.
That's right. It's there.
It's there,
It's there.
and yeah, I had the egregious process of having it download and process, render, upload. It was literally miserable.
Yeah.
But it's there, I promise.
How was your computer on rendering?
It's actually really good, to be honest with you. I thought it was gonna be like terrible, but like the file I think was 9 gigs for the last podcast, and I uploaded the whole thing in like less than an hour, and then when it took to process in standard def and high def was like half an hour. It wasn't that bad. I
Not
can't
bad.
complain with that, so I mean, what are we gonna do? We're gonna get more videos up knowing it's that easy, but now we just have to, we have to edit the Among Us videos and edit the
Yeah.
Phasmophobia ones. Get some funny animations
I
and
can't wait.
Those are gonna be bangers.
what's gonna
can't
be
fucking
that's gonna be tough is finding no copyright sounds that are actually no copyright sounds for those that actually might have any experience with that listening. Like finding a no copyright sound that's truly no copyright that you're not gonna put in a video and then get, oh yep, we hate you, we're gonna strike you and take all your money. Like
Yeah, when I was
that's gonna
15,
be an adventure that we're
or
not used to.
14, I talked about this in the last episode, but I've had a ton of YouTube channels, and I used to put some music in there, and some of I thought all of it was copyright free, but I guess not, and I got struck down like
Countless
Like-
times.
probably 5 or 6 times and they were like big companies, like, and it's like I'm like a 15-year-old kid making Minecraft videos. Like if anything, I'm promoting your song.
Literally.
Like it's like free promotion. I don't know why they fucking care so much. So
They
I
don't want-
wasn't
That doesn't
making any
make
money
sense.
on it.
They don't want a 15-year-old kid making more money than you.
I wasn't even making any money.
I know. I saw
I was broke.
it was really funny when I was making the channel and the description and everything. I was like, they gave you the option to like link channels or whatnot. I was gonna text you and be like, so what are the odds that we link X Codemaster 6 on there? Which we're not
we
gonna
gotta
do.
we gotta stop putting that name out there.
Yeah, I know.
That's gonna come back to haunt me.
Editor, cut that out, please.
I wanted to I know we talked about it in the last podcast, but like we kind of got cut off. I was more interested to hear like about more dream stuff. Because I remember, Will, you said you had like the sleep paralysis thing, or that might have been Sam.
Sam had the one
Yeah,
where
that
his,
was
like, his
Figgy,
like
yeah.
ears were like ringing. I'm like, jeez.
Oh, no, that was mine.
Oh. What did he have? He said he had some like obscure
Yeah,
sound.
Sleep
yeah.
paralysis.
Oh, okay.
I've never experienced anything like that.
Really?
I've had some not where like I can't move my whole body, but I've been like just sleeping in the night and like my leg will lock up or something, and I like it's like really
Like,
hard. I can't like stretch it out or anything. It's like literally like, just locked up, and it's like
So it's like a cat. It's like
Weird,
a
I gotta,
calf
like,
cramp.
no, it's
Well-
not even. It's like my knee. It's literally my knee is like locked up, and I cannot like extend my leg out for some reason. That's happened to me a couple of times.
Jesus.
You just saying that reminded me of the first time we hung out with me and Robert hung out with Nick.
Oh my god! Another unlocked memory from my past.
Do you remember when I'm not gonna give a lot of details, but you remember when you and
Allegedly.
yeah, and I don't know. Is it cool to say their names?
Do you remember the incident with the drive-by? Allegedly.
Remember when I shot you with the BB gun from the house?
Allegedly.
Me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shot with a BB gun
at his house.
Figgies.
At
No,
Adam's.
outside of my house. You guys pulled up and looking
You
for
were
Robert.
in an iconic minivan.
Okay, yeah.
You had your door cracked a little bit, and I
Yeah. I remember that. I don't even know how the hell you shot me, dude.
He fit the smallest window I've ever seen with a pellet of a BB gun, allegedly, and I just heard this noise that was like, ah!
I Chris Kyled that, like, it was.
Oh.
That was Nick's first, like.
Yeah, that was the first
run-in
time
with
we ever hung out with Nick too. So imagine that from like his perspective. He was like,
a poor kid.
I know. I was like, I think I looked
When
at him
was
when this.
that?
It had to be like
Was that like
3 years ago.
sophomore year? Yeah, it must have been.
Like 3,
Like
4 years
sophomore.
ago, it had to be.
Because we
Man,
didn't
those
start
were good
hanging out with
times,
Nick
man.
until like PlayStation.
Yeah, we never hung out. I never hung out with Nick till that day, so I never hung out with him until
I didn't even know
PlayStation.
Nick existed. I didn't.
He
I
went to
didn't know.
school like around the corner from my house, and I never knew because you guys know the school that's around the corner from my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he went there, and like I never knew that existed, or like I knew it existed. I never knew he went there until he told me that like a couple years ago. I'm like, oh shit, it's weird. I'm like, I don't know. I didn't go to school there because it was a different school, but like, you never know. But you know what I found funny? Very funny, actually.
What?
Kanye West back at it again. He made a commercial with like an ad campaign for his first like presidential thing, and
I didn't even see that.
is that something we probably?
He doesn't think it's a little bit late.
Can we show that or no? I don't know. That might be
I mean,
like,
Is his music in it though?
I don't know.
I don't know. You probably cut the sound.
We might be able to.
You
Fuck
don't
it.
have to just
It doesn't
explain the
matter.
commercial.
I didn't even watch it. It popped up on my Twitter. I never watched it actually.
So, like, does he think he's gonna win or like what?
Yeah.
Like a few people write this man's name in, and this is what happens.
Let's see it.
Do you remember
lads.
2016? Fucking Harambe. Fucking Harambe had like 15% of votes.
Right.
We stepping out on faith.
I mean, like,
So-
like, when did he upload that?
today, a couple hours ago.
Yeah, okay, so it's like, does he know it's too late?
So I think his idea was to just, pray the problems away, and if that's what you want to do, yeah, that's fine by me. I don't judge you for what you want to do. Anything is cool with me as long as you do it for you. But like,
He knows there's been like 2 presidential debates.
Mhm.
none of which he was in.
But then again, half the world that's uneducated doesn't know the fact that there's independent parties, green parties, libertarian parties, like other private parties that exist, and then Kanye West and his affiliates. So
Yeah,
like,
but I mean, if the only thing being televised is the
is the
fucking
Democrats and Republicans, because that's the only
Yeah.
like widely affiliated political
Yeah.
party. But
Mhm.
like, I'm
There's a pizza
waiting
party,
to see
isn't
the
there? There's a
yeah.
pizza
There's actually such a real thing as
party.
there's really such thing as a pizza party. Yeah. But like,
Love that party.
I can't imagine like. I want to see the first day, like in our lifetime, which I'm sure it'll happen because everything random happens during our lifetime. I want to see the one day where like one of those parties that's underrepresented gets like wildly popular and put like I want to see like a Green Party president or something. Like
It could happen.
it could happen, but you know,
Or our founding fathers didn't even want us to have separating parties.
our
But it
founding
happened.
fathers wanted us to be all one central government. I'm taking a history class right now in class, and I think that's what we're doing right now. I don't know. My brain's a little slow in school, so I save the power of my brain for when I'm on the podcast and when I'm recording YouTube videos. That's when I get the good stuff. I also get all my knowledge and enlightenment from YouTube. I learn how to do things from that too. Like I literally sat here for I don't know. I had to be like a day just binge watching Penguin Zero and Sneeko videos, and I watched like half a day worth of Sneeko videos, and now I'm
love
literally
Sneeko.
ready to set up a station outside of a train and be like,
Oh,
"Hello guys, what's up? What are you doing
No one's
today?
gonna
How
bless
you
me?
doing?" And then
Bless
bless you. And
Thanks,
then I'm just ready to go do some wild shit and meet cool people and talk about stuff like I do now, except on a broader scale.
yeah.
Had me feeling very introspective and very wealthy in knowledge.
See, every time I watch one of those, I just kind of want to spark up a metaphorical joint.
Allegedly
Metaphorical.
metaphorical. Yeah, I like that one. Metaphorical.
We don't affiliate with drug use on this
Nope.
podcast.
Never that.
Well, would you ever take metaphorical psilocybin mushrooms?
No, that's way too much.
No. Metaphorical.
I would never metaphorically do that. I can't imagine the metaphorical toll that it would have on my brain.
Yeah, I'll agree with Rob.
Yeah.
See, you gotta wait till you're like 25. You know,
'Cause,
you
you know,
gotta
that's
like
when
the
you're-
frontal cortex. You know.
You're
Wait till
telling me
your
I gotta
mind
wait
is
till
fully
I'm
developed.
Yeah, I gotta wait till I'm 25 so my brain can develop before I allegedly do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all just in your mind. It's all metaphorical. So
Except it will fry you. Metaphorically fry you.
yeah, that's like metaphorically having like salvia or something and your skin falls off metaphorically.
How about like metaphorical DMT? Will.
No, no, no.
A Joe Rogan special,
That-
metaphorical
yeah.
DMT.
That stuff
It is interesting
bonkers.
though. You know, it is interesting.
It's
So
definitely
you're telling me you've
interesting.
never had some metaphorical ketamine?
I mean, just like think about, I don't know, like we're just on this fucking. I don't mean to get too fucking like, you know.
I know what you're about to do.
It's getting
I don't
deep with us.
Go.
I don't mean to get too deep. I want to go like, maybe like an inch in the sand here, but
Ooh.
I'm not trying to go like 10 feet, you know. But, you know, we're just like, it's just this fucking plant that like just so happens to chemically alter your brain. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because they're not.
just so
they're
you
not
can like
usually
see
supposed
these
to
weird
mix.
fucking. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about DMT, but like they say, it's like in your brain already, gets released when you dream and when you're born, when you die. You know, so like.
So
I
why
don't
don't you
know.
save it for
That
when
is
you
pretty
sleep
crazy.
and when you are born and when you die?
Well, because that's a long time, you know.
That's like saying you have a once in a lifetime feeling when you do something, but then you constantly want that. Then you're gonna waste the once in a lifetime feeling. You'll be spoiled.
I wouldn't say it's. I mean, it only lasts like 15 minutes.
Oh, when you're
Yeah, but
dead.
it feels like.
Yeah, but it feels.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So why would you do that allegedly when you don't need to? When
Well,
you could just
before
wait till you
before
sleep
I
or
die,
die.
I'd like to do it.
Fair.
I feel like you should try everything at least once before you die.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know
I mean,
about
you know,
that.
100 years from now, we'll probably all be in the ground. So
What would that be? I'll make me 120. Yeah, I probably will, but you know,
you're
a
not
man,
gonna be 120.
a man can dream, can he?
Well, maybe they'll have some crazy like medical fucking
I'd get the Futurama
explosion.
treatment. I'd be like Richard Nixon in Futurama and just have my head put in a bowl, like a fish bowl, and then have it just last for like 150 extra years.
I mean, I just don't think that. I mean,
So they can
I
make an
think that
android version of my body and then just hook that shit up.
death is super important, though.
Death is part of life.
Yeah,
Look
you
at us.
can't.
Look at us getting wildly onto the fourth dimension. We are going.
I used to fall asleep listening. You know who Sean Carroll is?
No.
He's like a
Mhm.
physicist.
Oh, that's
And-
not my field to study.
I know it's really interesting. He just talks about like quantum mechanics and like theories within quantum mechanics, and it's pretty fucking cool. Like, you know, he's convinced that it's real, and he tries to spread that message.
What, quantum physics?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty cool. I mean, if you get like some free time, just like look up like Sean Carroll on YouTube, and he has like he's a professor at Cal Arts, I think.
Has he been on the Joe Rogan podcast?
Yes.
I was gonna say.
I might know who that guy is.
I was gonna say if he's not on
Yeah,
Joe
he
Rogan
talks
podcast,
about-
he can't
he's
be
like
influential enough.
He's a firm believer in the multi-worlds theory. So like in his mind, like this is happening.
The multiverse wasn't that created by Seth MacFarlane
Probably.
on Family Guy? Didn't they travel to the multiverse
That's the best
Spider-Man.
episode.
when they got stuck there?
I don't really
Yeah.
watch Family Guy.
I don't know
On
either, but
YouTube,
like
it's-
I
I really
watched
find it
it.
funny.
Like, I remember the parts that we grew up on, but that was about it.
Yeah. I just don't really find it funny. You know what was funny though? Fucking Ted. You ever see Ted?
Yeah,
That was funny.
that was a funny
I don't
movie.
think I ever saw that.
Really?
It was like they
Yeah.
just put Seth MacFarlane into like a toy bear and he hung out with Mark Wahlberg
And Mark
for
Wahlberg.
like yeah.
My Uber driver like 2 years ago was in the movie, and he like would not stop fucking, you know, because he's like only doing Uber to like make connections. You could tell. Like as soon as we got in the car, he was just started talking about his acting career, and
God.
you know, I'm like an 18-year-old kid. Like, what am I gonna do for him?
Hold on,
You know,
I have
he's
game.
like, look up my name. I'm in Ted, and like, I don't know if you remember this, but there's like a scene of like a couple arguing out of building, and he's like one of the guys arguing or something, like a very small role, and he like
Yeah.
would not shut the fuck up about this fucking scene. And
Hold
I'm like
on, I found some
metaphorically,
groundbreaking news. That would
What?
make sense that would make sense for
I don't
Andrew
remember his
Schultz.
name. Yeah, he's so funny. He
Yeah,
has a YouTube channel.
that dude. He does not give a fuck about like anything. He'll say whatever's on his mind.
See, I feel like what he was saying could definitely apply to his music. I think he's like one of the most creative producers and just like artists in general.
Yeah.
But I mean, do we
He's
want
kind of batshit crazy.
that kind of mindset, running our country? I think is the question.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, we
was-
know he's like, I mean, he has like mental issues. It's like confirmed.
Yeah.
This is
Like,
more my neck of the woods. I can't talk much about politics and science, but Kanye's bipolar, and that's just not something that you would want running a country because when a bipolar person doesn't take their medicine, it has adverse effects, and so if you have to rely on medication to keep you balanced, very normal thing, very cool. A lot of people need that, and a lot of people live by that. It's cool, but when they have adverse effects that happen to them, that sometimes can be like a huge liability. So it's just not something that you want to be running a country with, because it's
Right.
that much liability with that much power can just lead to nothing but bad. So I understand why at the end of the day
But no
people
pun
are,
intended with power.
that was no pun intended with power. Yes, yeah.
Sorry,
yeah, I mean,
fucking dumb.
imagine that man just running the country. Imagine reading
I
the
wouldn't
news.
trust that guy to walk my dog. Like,
Imagine reading the news and he just has a mental breakdown in the White House. I mean, what the? Like, what are you even supposed to do?
President Kanye destroys
he
the
wants
Oval
to-
Office and rampage.
Tries to
And it'll be
blow
like
up other
First Lady
countries.
Kardashian, dude.
Oh my
That's the
god!
worst part.
Kardashian West,
That's
First
the most-
Lady.
Put the Kardashians in the White House. Yep.
Absolutely not.
That would be the. Don't ever validate that. I didn't realize that was actually going to be a thing. Oh my god. Listen, I love Kanye as a
They're gonna bring the
musician,
show
but
back. They just canceled it. They're gonna bring the show back in the White House.
Kanye in the house.
Oh, no thanks.
Disney Channel could pick it up and call it Kanye in the house.
I think they'd be shut down real quick.
Yeah, I know. That would tear
Is
him
he an
down.
independent party? That's
I
him?
think he's a registered independent, but
Hmm.
he might. I don't know. I think if he was registered Republican, he wouldn't get the bid for president. So I think he has to be registered independent.
Yeah.
Either that, or he might have made the Kanye party.
I mean, you gotta think about just like I for one think like mental disorders are like super fucking interesting. Like,
Yeah, I would.
as
I
a
would
whole.
love to.
I mean, like look at like schizophrenics,
Mm-hmm.
like schizophrenics, like everything they see is like completely different. Like they hear like voices, they'll be like controlled by like their inner voice is so strong that it like controls what they do. And you got to think like evolutionarily, like what's the purpose? Because it's not like you can't choose to be schizophrenic. It's like you could be completely fine, and at the age of 25, boom, hear voices in your head. Like you could live a completely normal life, and then there's just something in your brain that just ticks at like it's like 20 to the ages of 20 to 30, like you just get this boom, you're schizophrenic. Like it just slaps you over the head with a shovel.
See, you know what I would like to do eventually is, if anybody like knows a person that's listening, like if anybody knows a person that has influence on like mental health, like in a field or something, I would love to like bring them in and have a conversation, and like in a broader picture, if anybody has an expert in a field that we talk about that would like to come in and talk, I would love to do that too. But for this specific sense, like that would make for like a meaningful discussion, because like that's some
Should get my
that's-
like psych professor on.
that's stuff that like I personally like, I find interesting, and like I find very cool like to talk about, and that would be a wild conversation.
I
Definitely.
mean, just like think about it, man. Like think about it. Like, just the brain is like the brain is so fucking complex. We don't even understand it, and it's like something that we live and work with every day. You
And
know,
the people that are trying
we don't
to
even
understand
understand it.
It's not like the people who are trying to understand the brain don't use their brain to understand that. It's
And
not
that's
like
the weirdest thing.
yeah,
like the
it's not
brain
like it's
fucking
androids that
named
are just-
itself, Robert.
Mhm.
The brain fucking named
The
itself.
brain named itself.
like I don't know. I just think it's like I don't mean to get too deep into it, but I think it's just
We got time.
really interesting. Just the like to especially like the schizophrenics who are like have like these hallucinations, like they are like they see it,
Mhm.
like it's just like their reality is so fucking different.
See, not to divert any, but like something that like it tricked my mind into thinking. I thought of this thing like a while ago, and it's very stupid when you hear it. So you're gonna laugh when I tell it to you. But so everybody's perception on different things is so wildly different, but it's such an accepted norm from inside your head because that's what's in front of you. That's what it appears as. Like, for example, like I don't know. This is my phone, and what you see in front of you could be an entirely different thing from what I see in front of me with an entirely different name, but we only understand what's completely in our heads and we don't know what's in somebody else's head. So like what we do and like what we comprehend would be totally different, but it's only what we know. So we'd never know what somebody else truly knows.
Yeah, that goes
Yeah,
into
an easier way.
epistemology.
An easier way you could think about that is like just colors and stuff. I mean, like the color red to
That-
me, it looks like red, whatever. To you guys, it could look completely different, but we would never know because it's just always red to us.
And I
Yeah.
assume that there might
It's
be
wild.
some scientific
That's
explanation or breakdown.
epistemology.
Okay, I was gonna
It's-
say there has to be
yeah,
some scientific breakdown of it, but like that's just what I thought about, and I'm like, wow, that's like wild.
Yeah, epistemology. It's fucking. I took a philosophy course, and my professor was like super into this stuff, and we just every class would get in these like just like this like huge like hour-long discussions on, reality and objective reality, all that stuff, and it's just crazy that like I can't even prove that you guys are real. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds so dumb to say.
Yeah, no, I
It
know. I
sounds
know
so
what you're
dumb,
saying.
but like you can't prove it. You know what I'm saying? There's no proof. Like you can't prove anything exists outside your own head. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of you ever just like been driving, and you're just like sitting there and you just look down. You're like, so like this is life, huh? Do you know what I'm talking about? You guys ever have this? Or you just like you look at
Moment of
yourself
clarity.
and you're like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like,
Yeah.
we don't remember coming here. We just kind of just do it. We just kind of chill and just kind of do whatever we are told to do until we die, and then
Nobody questions it. That's life.
yeah. Like raise your hand if you remember being born in the world.
I'm kidding.
Shut
I'm
the
kidding.
fuck
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, no.
Robert like took a selfie in the fetus
Oh, you know what's cool?
or in the womb, not the fetus.
Something that, yeah, in the.
That's. I hope he didn't take a selfie inside of a fetus. All right, go ahead.
But
We're
Okay.
doing like extensive stem cell research.
yeah, I don't know. I might be the only one with this stupid thought because my memory is about zero. But like, do you remember like the earliest part of recollection of your own life? Because it's gonna sound stupid. I don't remember like anything past when I was or before like the age of like 4.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
I mean,
remember.
I have those like vivid memory. Like for some reason, like I could tell you about a conversation I had with like my dad when I was like 5, but I couldn't tell you like what I ate for breakfast last week.
Like I couldn't
know?
remember anything earlier in my life than like I think it must have been like my 4th birthday or something. Like I just remember like waking up that day and I'm like, oh, I exist. Obviously it's different now because like you remember less and less as you age, but like throughout when I was growing up, I was like, okay, well, this was the stage in life where my memory began. And I don't know if that's an issue with like the frontal like lobe of your brain like starting to grow, and like that's when you're starting to get the most development in of like your brain or whatnot. But like I had a earliest point of memory in my life, and before that, like I just don't remember any of that. But I know it
Yeah.
happened because obviously it had to.
I mean, there's some people who have like like that remember everything.
I
Like,
could
they're-
never.
It's like a disorder is how they classify it, but I don't think it's a disorder. I feel like
Can't
it's
be.
just it's almost like a superpower.
I was gonna
Like
say
they
it
remember
has to.
everything. Like you ever hear about a super taster?
No.
Oh, it's like people who like can taste like crazy, or like people with like insane hearing, or just people with like pretty much like
Really good
lifelike
like senses
powers.
or something.
Yeah, like heightened senses. They can remember like everything. Like they vividly remember like. I read this thing, it could have been fake, but it's like I don't. I read this like 2 years ago, so I don't remember the details, but they remember every little detail of their life, like every single one. And
That's
again, they
crazy.
could just be pulling it out of their ass, but
No, but
I
if
think it's
that's
cool.
true, that has to be an underlying like disorder. Disorder's the wrong word for it, but like it
Is
has to
it
be
different from photographic memory?
Yeah, because
Okay.
that I'm sure they can't remember everything, but they remember like.
Oh,
I think
isn't it
photographic
photographic
memory is
memory
really
like
fucking
when
cool
you
too.
remember something, you remember all of it, or is it like
It's like everything, like
It's like-
everything from everything that's ever happened to you. You
No.
never forget a thing.
that's photographic, or that's what you're talking about?
No, that's what I'm talking
Because
about.
isn't photographic memory like, all right, for example, like I don't know,
Like if you lost your keys or something. Okay.
I remember what the entire
you
I know
remember is
someone
like,
that
yeah.
has it.
image. Your mom has it?
No, I know some. We know someone. We went to high school with him that has it.
Really?
Not gonna throw out names, but
Put it. Hold on.
Want to sauce me a message?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you in the group chat and put it in there. Because I do want to know
Or
that.
shoot me a
That's
Discord
wild.
message too.
No, I know, but I had to do this anyway, so triggered my mind. Oh,
You joined the wrong channel.
welcome back.
sorry about that.
No worries.
Because I'm curious.
I keep doing that.
No, I do it all the time.
Where do you want me?
You can just like pop it in general, or just
Yeah.
anywhere. You can just delete it after if you don't.
Yeah,
keep
no,
receiving.
I'll just, I don't know.
Oh really?
I didn't even know that.
Sick.
That's
wish I had it.
crazy.
So you wanna know what's crazy? Me and him took Spanish class between 3rd grade and senior year. We were in the same, or not 3rd grade, between when you can take it, like 6th or 7th grade,
Mhm.
up until senior year of high school. We were in the same Spanish class.
Really?
And that man would never study. He would just take a look at the
noticed
vocab
that.
and stuff, and he'd be like, "All right, got it."
That's fucking sick.
I noticed that. I was in your guys' class one year. I was like, they don't do anything. And I'm like, but
He's
they're
so good though.
I know, and like I thought that I didn't do anything because everyone was always like, because I was lazy in school, and they're like, you don't do anything, and I'm like, I don't know, I get decent grades, and then like, I would see you guys like pull up, do nothing, and then just, you're good. That's crazy.
I don't have that kind of memory, but I have a decent memory, where like I was walking around. Okay, that was weird.
Uh-oh.
That was weird.
Paranormal activity.
My bed just like made the noise when you like put weight on it. But I have a
What's
pretty good
that
memory.
behind
Like
you?
I don't study. Shut the fuck up. I don't study really. I kind of like during a lecture in high school, like during the class, I kind of just remember, and I wouldn't really need to study. I mean, I have to look back at like a few terms, but like I'm not really a big studier. I just kind of retain and like hold on to a lot of stuff.
Fair.
So I've never really like used flashcards or I'll take notes if it like this year I'll take notes if it's like my programming class because like there's no way it's like it's literally another language. Same with Spanish. Like I just take notes on Spanish.
Yep.
But I love Spanish though.
Did you ever take comp sci in high school?
No.
I took
My
that. I
uncle
took
just
that in AP.
taught me. Oh, you took
Coding's a lot of
comp
fun.
sci? It
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fun. You work in like Java?
We worked in C++, then we did Java, I think, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm doing Python right now.
That's
Isn't
cool.
that like
Python,
yeah? Isn't
Python
that
sucks, though.
ridiculously
I
hard?
mean, it's okay. What?
Isn't that ridiculously hard?
It's not bad. I mean, once you get a hang of it. I'm taking my class in school, and then I just started like doing this like online academy thing because I don't really like my professor. He's not really, in my opinion, his teaching style. And I'm online, so it's tough. But it's fun though. It's not bad.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I want to learn C++ though. I only know a little bit of Java. But it's similar though. I mean, if
I
you
don't
know
know.
one, you can understand the other one.
Yeah, I don't know like anything about that. The farthest extent of computer knowledge I know is how to do what I'm doing right now, and that's about it. I know a little bit of Photoshop too, because I took a class in it, but
I just love building them too.
Yeah,
So
no, I was buying all the
Got
parts
the
for it and
sucker.
everything, and I watched you just like you went to work building
Flexing.
my computer. I was like, okay.
Flexing.
I don't even
I flex my
think
mouse,
my
man. I love this
webcam can
fucking
reach
thing.
that far. I hope. There we go. Hold it
There
up.
you go.
There we go.
Nice. We gotta have the LEDs.
It won't
It's
look
all
cool
about that
unless
color.
if it doesn't have an LED on it. It's not cool.
My computer's dark as fuck though.
RGB RAM sticks everywhere.
Yeah, I need to get some RGB RAM sticks.
I have 2. But
I need some. Well, I mean, as we kind of come to a close here, is there anything you guys wanted to talk, like, mention? Anything you had on your mind?
nah, I think we went
get
stupid
out.
talking about pretty much everything already.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, I
went
mean, this was
crazy
fun.
talk-
This was a good
yeah.
combo.
I can't wait till we do what is it, Phasmophobia tonight? I can't wait till we record that. That'll be hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, what is that? Does that mean it's time to thank everybody that was listening on Spotify and Apple Music and Stitcher and Google Podcasts and
Overcast.
Overcast and Pocket Cast and XYZ, all that?
Yeah,
Anything
guys,
out there?
thanks for
Thank you for
watching,
all of that.
for listening.
Leave a
Thanks
like
for
or a
tuning
follow
in.
or a comment or leave us a message on Anchor, all of the above. And then my video people, everybody out there, subscribe.
Yeah, drop a sub. And I want to
Subscribe.
thank
what,
Will
what
for
do we
hopping
say?
on.
We said subscribe. Subscribe. And,
Hit the
It's always a
bell.
pleasure, boys.
yeah, if you hit the bell
Thanks, Will,
too,
for
you
being
get...
on. Thanks for,
If you-
wanting to, do more stuff with us, because I think it'll be hella fun.
I know. We'll have such a good time, especially
Sam
now
couldn't
we
make
got...
it, but
Sam couldn't make it today, but Sam will be here eventually, and Sam will be here when we record games too.
yeah.
But
So guys, thanks
Oh,
for
yeah, wait,
listening, thanks
wait.
for watching, thanks for whatever the fuck you're doing.
one second.
What?
Subscribe. And then if you hit the bell, you might get superpowers. It's
Yo,
best.
drop a sub.
Yes, please. Exactly. All right, guys.
And hey, if you're on Spotify, make sure you hit that little heart and like the
Yeah.
podcast. Make sure you follow the podcast. Make sure you share the podcast. And make sure you check out our Instagram for updates, for posts, for whatever. We also have a Twitter now.
Oh yeah, we do.
Check that out as well. So
Pretty sure
Instagram
everything
is
is
_AR project. Twitter, that's the same, right?
Yeah,
The
everything's
_
pretty much the
yeah.
same everywhere you can find us.
Yeah, and so also guys, check out the YouTube. That's Project ARG for right now. Make sure you just go on the channel and hit the bell because the name might change. So you just, if you're listening right now, episode 8, make sure you just go check it out and hit the bell and subscribe. It'll take you a second. It really helps us out.
It's free.
And-
Don't worry, it's free.
That's free of charge.
It's
And-
free 99. You get a
So-
bunch of millions of laughs.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about starting up a Twitch.
Ooh, I
stuff
have a
like
Twitch that I just don't use.
Yeah, I don't use it either.
Yeah.
But I want to. And yeah, so thanks again to everybody listening. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for the love. And we'll see you guys next week.
Peace out, boys.